All right, I'm back. All right, now look, today, a lot of you guys were asking me, how do I go about the process of making the nectar feed for my honeybees? For those of you that don't know, I am a new beekeeper. My babies just came in just 2 days ago. And for the first couple of weeks, until flowers are really in bloom, you really need to make sure that you're feeding them. So I provide them with some homemade nectar, which is essentially just 2 cups of sugar to 1 cup of water. So I'm going to show you guys how I make a large batch of that now. So again, in order to make a nectar feed, all you simply need is just some pure cane sugar, and you're going to add in 2 cups of sugar to 1 cup of water. Now, because my bees are actually already starting to show signs of slowing down on eating the feed, I'm not going to make a super large batch, but I am going to make about 8 cups worth. So I'm going to start off with 8 cups of sugar, adding it to the bowl. Now, in all of my research that I've been doing, because again, you guys, I am a new beekeeper, so I'm not out here pretending that I know the perfect way to do these things. But in all of my research, I've been told when you're making the nectar feed, all you simply need to use is your tap water at whatever its highest setting is. You should not boil the water because that can change the structure of the sugar and it can cause it to do weird things in the jar after it's kind of cooled down. So they say to just use hot water. So since I have used 8 cups of sugar, I'm going to go in with 4 cups of hot water. So I'm now going to go in and add in my fourth and final cup of hot water. So again, that was 8 cups of sugar to 4 cups of hot water. And now all you have to do is go in with the wire whisk, and you're going to whisk this until all of the sugar has dissolved. This could take a little while. So once all of the sugar is dissolved, then your nectar is all good to go. And then you literally just transfer it over to mason jars, wipe it down just to make sure that it's not sticky on the outside. You know, summertime, you don't want to be attracting ants. I put the lid on it tightly and I just leave this out on the counter. I do not place it in the fridge. The next clip you're going to see is the piece of machinery or tool that I ordered off of Amazon to attach to these jars to take outside so that the bees can actually get access to the nectar itself. What you're looking at right here is the attachment piece that will go onto the beehive itself. This came as a 4-pack. I found it right on Amazon. And essentially all it is a mason jar lid that they have poked holes in that are tiny enough for the nectar to come out slowly. And then you'll essentially put the lid on like so. And then when you turn it upright, then it'll start to drip out. And the bees themselves go fly in and out of this area here. They get their feed, and then they go back inside. So let me twist this on so that you guys can see what it looks like. So I've just gone and twisted the lid on. Now I'm literally just going to take this, set it on like this, and now this is good to go. When I take this outside and turn it upside down, the syrup itself will start to slowly seep out. And I'll show you guys that in a few moments. And of course, you guys, before you ever start to go out, and messing around with your bees, safety is always first. Especially if you are a new beekeeper like I am. But look, I feel like even if you're an experienced one, you shouldn't play around with it, because even if you're not allergic to bees, if you get stung too many times, who knows what you could trigger. So if I'm only just going to just like glance at them just to see how they're doing, I don't put this on. But if I'm going to be like getting directly up on it or doing any work to it, I always make sure that I put this on just to be on the safe side. All right, let's go give them their food for the day. Alrighty, so what you guys are looking at right now is the feeder that I put in the day that I moved them into their hive. And as you can see, they have eaten that one completely done. I've already placed one there from the second day that they were here, but I'm going to double it up. So now I'm going to literally just turn this upside down. And so now I'm going to go on ahead and place this directly into this little lip, but I'm going to be nice and gentle because I don't want to crush any of my babies. Excuse me, girls. Watch out, girls. Just like so. And now they have lots of food. And that is how I feed my bees. They're doing quite well. They seem to be thriving. They're definitely hungry. And the only real way of knowing when you don't have to feed them anymore is when you can tell that the feed itself is not getting any lower. And that doesn't mean that anything is wrong with them. That just simply means that they are out finding all of the natural food that they need on their own. And then at that point, you can stop feeding them. All right, talk to y'all babies later. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I think these are, I don't know if they're fighting or if they're mating.